All right, if you're on a team that lives and breathes service availability, you know the feeling. An outage hits, the pressure's on, and the clock is ticking, loud. Today, we're going to talk about ServiceNow's Common Service Data Model, or CSDM, and why it might just be the secret weapon your team needs in the constant fight for uptime.
So, let's start with a scenario that is, well, let's be honest, painfully familiar to anyone working in operations. It's that moment. You know the one. The alarm starts screaming, the dashboards all go red, and that clock, it starts ticking.
Boom. An alert fires, something critical is down, and immediately the pressure mounts as your entire team scrambles to answer what seems like a simple question: what just broke? But the answer is almost never simple, is it? And what usually follows is a complete storm of confusion.
Yeah, without a clear, shared map of your IT world, that one little alert triggers this frantic chaos of questions. People are running around trying to figure out what is really down. Is it just one app, or does this one component support 10 different business services? Who even owns this thing? Every single second you spend asking these questions is a second you are not fixing the problem. And your availability numbers, they're taking a nosedive.
So, how do you cut through all that noise? How do you get out of that chaos? Well, the answer is having a clear plan before things go wrong. And that is exactly where CSDM comes in. You got to think of it not just as a database, but as the master blueprint for your entire service landscape.
So, okay, the official definition is that the Common Service Data Model is a framework that gives you a single, standard way to talk about and map out all of your services in ServiceNow. Really, it's the common language that connects all the technical stuff in your data center to the actual services your business and your customers depend on.
Let's make this way simpler. Think of a lemonade stand. The business service, that's the actual cup of lemonade you hand to a paying customer. Everything else, the lemons, the sugar, the stand, the pitcher, those are all the underlying components. CSDM is basically the recipe that shows you exactly how everything connects to make and deliver that final product.
Okay, so you've got this blueprint. Great. But how does it actually help you when a critical alert fires at 3 a.m.? This is where all that theory becomes incredibly practical. It all starts right at the point of failure. Instead of some vague ticket that says, "Website is slow," the incident gets logged against a very specific component. In the ServiceNow world, we call this a configuration item, or a CI. You can think of a CI as any single piece of your IT puzzle. A server, a database, an application service, you name it.
And here's where the magic happens. Because that CI is already mapped out in the CSDM, the system instantly knows which service offering it supports. And what does that mean? It means the incident is automatically, instantly routed to the correct support group. No more guesswork, no more frantic phone calls trying to find the right team.
Let's just walk through that flow one more time, because this is huge. A failure is detected. An incident is logged against a specific CI. Right away, CSDM identifies the affected service offering. The ticket is then automatically assigned to the team that's supposed to handle it. And, most importantly for your team, the actual business impact is understood from the very first second. Now, this faster response time directly impacts the one metric your team is probably judged on more than any other: availability. So let's see how CSDM makes that reporting something you can actually trust.
You know, here's the crucial point. When an outage is linked to a specific service offering, the system just does the math. It automatically subtracts that downtime from the availability calculation for that service. You get a precise, data-driven number. It's not a debate anymore, it's just math.
I mean, this changes everything, right? Before CSDM, availability reporting was usually a total mess. We're talking spreadsheets, educated guesses, and long, painful arguments in review meetings. With CSDM, you move from that manual chaos to an automated, single source of truth. Outages are tracked precisely and tied directly to the services they impact. The result? Reports that everyone can finally trust.
So let's bring this all home. What is the real-world, day-to-day payoff for an availability team that actually commits to implementing CSDM? Well, it all boils down to one word: clarity. Total clarity. Look, CSDM delivers real, tangible benefits. You resolve incidents way faster because tickets go to the right people from the start. You finally understand the true blast radius of a failure because you can see all the service dependencies. You get those accurate availability reports you can actually stand behind. It lets your team make data-driven decisions. And, maybe best of all, it lets you stop debating and start fixing. So I'll just leave you with this one question. Does your system give you answers, or does it just give you more data?
See, a CMDB without a solid data model is just a big collection of facts. But with CSDM, it becomes a source of truth. It's what turns all that chaos into clarity, right when you need it the most.